So let me show you what I mean by why as time goes on, the less I trust either party. Okay, at all, any of them. Because, and this world will naturally navigate to one or the two, one, it'll fluctuate through generations, right? They don't care what side. They both will serve the world. They love the world. They're attached to the world. You know what? I have nothing against wealthy people. I really don't. But we live in different worlds. Okay? I don't live in the world of Melania and Trump and Ivanka and that's nothing against them. It's just two separate worlds. They will never understand my world, and I really wouldn't ever understand their world, okay? In all fairness, of course not. And it's not a jealousy thing, because I think this is why God he didn't want you to, he knew that wealth would make you attached to the world. He wanted you to be more interested in his kingdom. So that's why you're always going to get the wealthy in office, okay? Again, it's not against them, but again, they serve the world. They do. They have every reason to. But again, it's under the Prince of Darkness's kingdom. The churches and all these Christians in office that claim they're about Jesus, no, you will not have a way around it. You won't. Because if Jesus' way, and this is why you silence me, truth. This is why you shadow ban me, X. This is why all of you do it. You prove everything in the Bible. And Donald Trump's platform, it's a disgrace to me. Disgrace. Can you imagine I'm saying that about Donald Trump? Think about how much I give him credit where credit's due. But he could at least do something about his own damn platform, okay? From shadow banning people. It's just not a good look. You lose integrity points, in my opinion. Okay, but I don't think he cares. I don't think he's after people. It is not about people like me or others. It's about who's in their circle. Look at for what is that? Savannah Guthrie's mother. And he put out that post, and I get very nice that law enforcement will be at her disposal, and they'll do right because she's an elite. Would that be happening for any ever? No. And of course he couldn't do that because no man can, which is why Jesus came, because God can do it. Because God cares about the forgotten. It's really obvious. I mean, especially when it comes to politics. You know, if Jesus wanted to create his Father's kingdom here, and I'm not saying that God created the earth, okay? And the churches and the government and the countries and everybody has done this number that, oh no, you don't go to heaven or God's kingdom until you die. That's not true. It's just that's what they want you to think. That's what the churches have served. Because Jesus made it very easy. It's why he didn't, again, I said recently, he didn't go to experts for a reason. He didn't go to them because they complicate things. Look at the way the Catholic Church complicates it. Remember, it's in the Word about those that complicate his message, stay away from them. Almost every church does this bullshit, okay? They do. It's simple. He showed surrender. You will never get politicians or a country to do it. But for the chosen people, I hate to see, but the chosen, Jesus is elect. There's a reason he says there's his elect. Well, you're elected for his kingdom. So let the elites all, carry on with each other. Let the wealthy all act like, oh, we're more righteous than you, okay? No, you all do the same thing. Like when you can show me, when you can have a platform, Trump, or any of you people that actually lets the forgotten American have a voice and not shadow ban them, when you can show me that you have that kind of righteousness, then, then my opinions won't be so harsh. So this is my YouTube account. Rumble's like this, all of them. Somebody told me on X, I don't look at a lot of my messages on X. I just don't. I just post. And But I post to the Republican House and sometimes even to the Democrat House and Senate. To the White House, okay, this is the reason the White House doesn't like me. But I don't care. I'm not here to bow down to you, okay? But don't act like you serve the people, okay? You serve a certain group of people, okay? All of you do. All of you do. All right? If you were a righteous Republican, you would have been calling Turning Point out. Don't carry on like a hypocrite that you love our Constitution or you love America when literally John Adams, Washington, who else was it? There was like 4 or 5 different 1776 founders that said factions would destroy the country. We've been living under it. And yet the Republicans, well, they'll overlook it if it's a faction for their side. So you're all hypocrites, okay? None of you Republicans from the White House down, all you damn Kirk loyalists, none of you called out Turning Point. And those factions are what causes the everyday American that's just a nobody to all you people to be silenced. So this is YouTube, okay? So you see something here? See this Nicki Minaj video that I duetted? Of course that would get 658 views. Okay, because it's Nicki Minaj. I mean, the White House loves this, okay? I mean, because they love the world. They're so damn attached to the world. And when I say that, I'm saying it because Jesus said not to attach to it. And the wealthy would say, well, it's just God didn't want you to attach to the wealth. No, he didn't want you to attach to the system. It's just nobody likes that. Nobody, and most certainly the government doesn't like hearing that. But it's the truth. It's the truth. You just don't want to surrender. At least admit it. At least have enough courage, you wealthy people that are on the right. At least have enough courage to say, yeah, I'm not so sure I want God's kingdom, but I love to run around and claim that I'm a Christian. Okay? And really, our Constitution was set up to completely leave God out. Although we say, well, it was about all faiths. And I can understand that. I don't think God wanted, because Jesus wasn't about, a dictatorship. But this is why you can never do it. Only God can do it. If the wealthy could realize they're not God, that would help a lot. But that's just never going to happen. Anyway. So then if you look at the Nicki Minaj video, look at this one. I posted this hours ago, this one I'm pointing to. 5 views. Then look below me, 10 views. Then another short vid. These are all just shorts. 11 views, 7 views. Okay? So clearly you can see the shadow banning, and you all do it, including Truth Social. So you know what? I'm tired of all of your game playing. And then this is a norm on YouTube. This would be my 10-minute videos. 1 view, 1 view, 1. That's it. And yet I speak up because I've explained it with God and everything, okay? And from the get-go, there is not one platform, including Truth, that doesn't shadow ban me. So I tried to be patient and understand it in the beginning, but when Trump embraces all the tech assholes, okay, and he embraces this digital surveillance just like the Democrats do too, though. They do. There's no difference. You can say to yourself, but the Republicans stand on values. What values? What values? None of them want to submit to God. None of them are about God, but Jesus said that would happen. So of course I would expect the White House staffers and the White House in general, all the way to the top, to not like people like me, right? Because I'm really kind of somebody that if I were to get, if my voice was allowed, it might really cause people to rethink. And you can't have that, can you? I mean, no matter what party you're with. No matter how much you say you love America, you're still going to try to control the people. So you can see and there's more. I mean, it's almost like, why do I do videos? They don't get seen. But why is that? Well, it's because Jesus said that would happen. So that's what tells me, Donald Trump, that no, I'm doing it right. You may all look at me like I'm trash, okay? But the one man that doesn't is Jesus Christ.